We're back. It's Wednesday. It must be around 6 o'clock LA time. My name's Teacher Tony B. You guys, I'm really excited to be back. We got a lot of new faces. We've got some new guests, and we've got some returning guests and some returning students. I'm very excited to introduce RC Everbeck. Man, this man works. So Mila, do me a favor, and let's pull up his resume really quick. And so you guys can just get an idea. He's done 750 music videos and commercials. 750. Think about that. And he's still really young. I mean, that's an acting resume. That's what you guys hope to achieve in your acting world. But he cast and directed. That's just his performance. Okay, this is him acting. And then he got into casting, and he did some of the most famous music video guys. I mean, if you watched MTV, everything on MTV at one point, he was casting. Okay, so let's really quick show the interview. Some random person on the internet stumbled across his career. And, you know, his first movie was Pretty Woman. You guys may have heard of that. And he went off to do some really amazing stuff. So pull up the first link, Mila, and we're going to show you a little sample of our guest tonight, RC Everbeck. Here it comes. We're going to scroll the first link under RC. There it is, right there. First one. Perfect. Yep. And this is a little sample. Somebody found him on the internet and... Oh no, that's his film. So let's, RC, would you like us to scroll all the way to the middle? And
yeah, just go to, do the other thing first. I don't care about that.
No, do the football one then.
Football.
So
yeah, because that's whatever.
RC played football at 48 and 49 years of age. Get into that.
Sorry.
You want to see some action?
That's not me.
This is
when we think of Eddie Brock.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
RC Everbeck.
When we think of Eddie Brock in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man series, we think of Eric Foreman and trash. Not literal trash, but the line, "You're trash, Brock," being one of the most memorable of the trilogy. We also think of Eddie Brock as a character not as accurate to the comics, and instead an opposite to this universe's Peter Parker, a spitting image of what happens when there's too much power and no responsibility. But did you know there was almost an Eddie Brock of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man franchise that would have been played by an actor other than Topher Grace, and one that would have appeared years before the release of Spider-Man 3. In this video, we'll be discussing Eddie Brock's deleted cameo from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1. To begin, let's discuss the actor who would have played Eddie Brock that never was. RC Everbeck. According to IMDb, Everbeck is an actor, producer, and casting director who's had acting credits in 19 projects, with the most recent being a role in the TV show The 90s Girl from 2017. And probably the most interesting fact about Everbeck, at least for me, he's also a current defensive back for the Santa Monica College football team at the age of 49. That's impressive. And among Everbeck's 19 casting credits according to IMDb, his resume includes an uncredited role as Eddie Brock in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. This is still seen in the final film, and what doesn't mean much in context of the final film and the timeline of the Raimi trilogy. During the scene when Jameson and Robbie Robertson are discussing getting a clear picture of Spider-Man, Robertson's dialogue is along the lines of, "Eddie's been on it for weeks, we can't get a good picture of him." The Eddie he's referencing in this scene is Everbeck's Eddie Brock, who was cut from the final film. And while he may have been cut from the final film with his name drop still remaining in the film, 2 years ago Everbeck himself shared some details about his role on Twitter, even including our only look at what Eddie Brock would have looked like in this film. Before getting into the minuscule details of what the scene would have been, in a tweet from almost 2 years ago, Everbeck shared our only look at what Eddie Brock would have been in the film. Directly from his tweet, which includes this image, on the set of the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man with J.K. Simmons. I was the original Eddie Brock before Topher Grace, although I didn't get to turn into Venom. Break a leg to Tom Hardy, looking forward to your version. So from this image, there isn't much to tell about the scene other than it would have taken place at the Daily Bugle. The outfit is standard Eddie Brock as far as it goes, and it even looks like Everbeck was reviewing his line.
RC and the things that he's found his way into. We're going to ask him questions about that. RC, we're going to talk to you first, and then we'll go into some of your work as an actor. So let's go into actor view, and let's just talk to RC really quick. So let's bring it just up where RC's on the screen. So are we there? Okay, RC Everbeck, how are you, sir?
Hey, good, Tony. How
So
you guys doing today?
we're good. We're good. What an honor to
How
have
do you
you.
do this in Zoom? Everybody else like this? I got all you all on my screen, so I'm watching.
Cool.
Although
Cool.
Roman, Denise, and Warren and Kai aren't around, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. So you guys, so RC, you've been in the business for a little while. How did you get in? I know it was Pretty Woman was one of your first acting jobs, but how did you get into doing 750 music videos and commercials as a casting director, and then a producer, and then a co-host on a talk show that you and I might know something
Yeah,
about?
we did. You know, I didn't have the advantages, but there's advantages and disadvantages over time. You guys have the advantage of you guys can get into it from your home. During COVID, you guys are doing it. Back in the day, we had to use mail with stamps and the postman. We had to, you know, go out and get recommendations from casting directors for stuff. And the only real chance you had was just to drive to LA, which I did. And
Yeah.
when I shot,
Let everyone in. People are trying to get in. Keep
when
going.
I shot Pretty Woman and then Polly with Felicia Rashad on the backlot, like my first scene was with an Academy Award winner. I didn't know what I was doing. I was literally living in my car. And they were telling me how to get to set, and like, oh yeah, I'll get a message from my roommate. No roommate, no phone, because we didn't have cell phones back then. You just went for it. Nowadays, you know, it's good and it's bad. There was less of us back then because it was harder. So that's an advantage, but it was harder. So, I mean, I think the real lesson is in what bears out. I mean, the reason I have the resume I've got, talent wins, you know. There's some good examples are like all the Baldwin brothers. Well, they all get in and they were all, you know, reasonably good. But then like Patrick Swayze's brother, he wasn't good. So you can have the advantage of an introduction, but if you don't have the goods to back it up, you're not going to make it. I mean, you just won't. You'll be like the postman number 2 and, you know, the brother of somebody or, you know, some girl that walks the dog, but it's not going to be, I mean, as young actors, I know you guys are starting off as trying to make it. And where's Brian Gersh? Hey, Brian.
Is he coming in? Where's he at?
Yeah.
Brian, oh my God, sorry to interrupt you, RC, but Brian Gersh, dear friend of both RC's and mine. And Brian's been in the business a long time. I usually don't talk about it, but we're honored. He's going to just watch a little bit today. And then if he likes it, he may come back another week and we'll interview him. But, you know, Brian for a long time worked at William Morris, and one of the head talent agents there, had a lot of great clients. So Brian's just a great person. I'm honored to have him here. But RC's just talking a little bit about when he cast 700 music videos. That's a lot of music videos. So,
so to go into that, okay. So in LA, you guys don't, most of you, because you probably live at home and you have your parents, but at some point you get what's called a waiter job. Now, whether it's waiting tables or doing something else, it's your waiter job. And my waiter job was I became a casting assistant, then a casting director to pay the bill. And it took me a while to make it to the point where I didn't have to do my waiter job. And in that time, I ended up doing 750 music videos and commercials as a casting director, which was really my acting school. So, you know, I've seen Tony's classes before, and he teaches really great technique and stuff. And if you don't have class, you got to learn this stuff on your own. It takes a lot longer. At some point, Tony said it, I was watching your September 2nd showcase, and he's like, you said something that really struck with me. He says, you know when it's right. Like you can hear it, you can feel this is right or this isn't. And no matter whether you're using method acting or, you know, you got Stella Adler or Howard, I mean, anybody's classes, at some point you find out if you're right, if it feels right. And that's what casting afforded me, was I would see 100 people do the same 30 seconds of a commercial. And 80% of them were terrible. And it was like, you know, 10, 12 good ones. And then like 5 guys, you forget to stop the camera. They're so good. Now, what's the other takeaway? They're all doing it differently. So there isn't one way to do any script, but they were bringing them to it. It was so believable. And you could, over time, you see 100,000 actors, you know what's good and what isn't.
So
That
we're
would
gonna
be,
we're gonna get into the work, RC, and we're gonna have you watch some of the young actors and just give
yeah.
your experience and what you feel. Real quick, I just want to introduce Brian Gersh. Brian, how are you, sir? Thank you for joining us.
All good. Happy to be here.
Cool. So I know you're a busy man. I don't know, is COVID slowing you down, or have you been as busy as some of us?
We're in production on 2 movies and a series. We're good.
Wow. Well, I need to stay in touch with you. So Brian knew me when I didn't have this school, and he was always encouraging me to do something, right? Don't just sit home and worry about like when it's coming. Go be proactive. Go get a job, in other words. And this is my job, Brian. I have a job. And so I owe a lot to him, his motivation. And I've always looked up to him in the business, but more as a friend. I know you worked at one of the top agents in the world. You had some great clients. You've seen some of the best talent on the planet. We have some young actors that are not signed yet. Maybe you might have some advice on how they start. Any wisdom, wise words that you could give these young up and coming kids?
Well, I was very blessed to. I ran the motion picture department at William Morris the William Morris Agency for a long time, and started a big management company that's now called Management 360, and represented a lot of stars, but took a lot of pride in finding young talent, and was blessed along the way to represent guys like Macaulay Culkin when he was doing Home Alone, and Anna Paquin when she, right before she won the Academy Award at 9 years old. So it can happen at any time. And the thing that's the most important for me is that I look at it and try to remember that we're in the movie business and there's a business side to it. So you can go to all the acting classes in the world and then try to figure out, how do I actually use this? I think it's kind of what RC was alluding to, right? So you got to keep honing your skill, because it's about becoming the best at what you do. And I'm looking at across the board, so if I look cross-eyed, I apologize. And then there's a whole process in terms of, what do your photos look like? Do they look like you belong in commercials, or do they look? There's a lot. I mean, I mostly see young women on here. I'm sure there's more, but you know, there's a lot of really pretty young women. So being a pretty young woman isn't enough. Being really cute that everybody loves isn't enough. It's finding something in your core that comes across in your photos that, you know, that's different than everybody else. RC will tell you as a casting director that thousands of photos come in and casting directors open them and throw them in the trash unless you have one that catches somebody's attention. So it's a consistent commitment to a craft. It's like, I see there's a gentleman sitting at a keyboard. You know, you can't, I always wanted to play piano, but I don't. And I don't play piano because I never did, and I never practiced. So if you want to be, you know, and I play guitar, but I always dreamt of being a guitar player in a rock and roll band, but I'm not in a rock and roll band because I didn't give it what it needed. So if you really want it, you separate yourself from the rest of the crowd and you just consistently put your head down, and it's all those other things. Photos, what do you do with them? Who do you send them to? How do you get some tape? All of that kind of stuff. We'll talk about it more when I speak. I don't want to take away from RC or any of the young actors that are going to do their thing.
Brian, thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me. It really does. And RC equally. And Adrian
Great to see you,
Carr.
Brian.
Thank you. Adrian Carr is a director, editor, and he and his wife, Rosemary, I guess Rosemary was involved with a film that won the Sundance Film Festival, Brian. They won it for 13. You may have remembered the movie 13.
Sure.
So they produced that movie. And Adrian's worked with some great stars as a second unit director and editor, Tom Selleck, some amazing people. So he's on every week. I love him dearly. He was my acting coach. So I'm always honored to have my peers in. And then Peter and I were going to do a theater school together. And he's a singer, a Frank Sinatra crooner, and he's always giving these kids wonderful advice. So you guys, those are who are going to be watching you today. Okay, so we're going to start with you, Ella. Ella's 3 hours ahead. She's on the East Coast. So she's 11 years old, and she's going to start with your little monologue, Ella. I want you to do a little British accent for us, okay? Can you do that?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so you all prepared and warmed up, and you're ready to do your monologue?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so Mila, go to just stage view, and then after this, go to group view, okay? Mila's our stage director. Thank you, Mila. All right, everyone mute your microphones, please. Ella, the stage is yours.
I have a brilliant, beyond brilliant idea. I'm a genius. Annie, wake up. You're related to a bona fide genius. Okay, so this is the plan. You want to know what Dad is like, right? Because I'm dying to meet Mom. So what I'm thinking is, oh my gosh, this is so brilliant and scary. When camp's over, we should switch places. I go to London as you, and you come to California as me. It's a genius idea. I mean, we can pull it off. We're twins, aren't we? I'll teach you to be me, and you teach me to be you. Look, I can do you already. Yes, the difference between us, I have class and you don't. Come on, I gotta meet my mom. Told you I'm a genius.
Okay, Ella, do me a favor and do the Harry Potter monologue as well really quick, and then we're going to talk to our guests, okay? So do your Harry Potter.
Okay. Okay, here. Have any of you seen a toad? A boy named Neville's lost one. Oh, you're doing magic. Well, let's see it then. Are you sure that's a real spell? It's not very good, is it? I've tried a few simple spells myself, and they've all worked for me. For example, Oculus Reparo. That's better, isn't it? Holy cricket! You're Harry Potter! I'm Hermione Granger, and you are Pleasure. Well, nobody in my family is magic at all, so it was ever such a surprise when I got my letter, but I was so pleased, of course. Now, I expect we'll be arriving soon, so you two better put on your robes. Oh, and by the way, you've got dirt on your nose. Just there.
Perfect. All right. Our little round of applause. Hi, new camera. It's the only way we can show love. Let's go to group view really quick. Group view. All right, Ella, how do you feel?
I feel good.
You feel good? And you're what, 11 years old, I think?
Yes, I'm 11.
And you're where on the East Coast?
Wilmington, North Carolina.
Ah, so it's a little bit later for you. Okay, well, I was going to go to RC, but I'll go to Brian. Do you have
I'm going to take a call. Do somebody.
Yep. Okay, Brian. Excuse me, RC. Any thoughts on what you just witnessed? You're on mute, sir. There you go.
Yeah. Hey, Ella. Wow. You know, it was great. You really know one thing I saw that some of the classes earlier were having trouble with was knowing your frame. Okay. You've attacked your frame. You've got it just right. You can see this little tiny thing on our screen, but you're all there. You picked your lighting, you picked your outfit just perfectly to work with your background. All these things are fantastic, which is really key in, today's day and age where you're one of 16. So all it was great. I felt like the Harry Potter, have you done that a lot of times?
I have, yeah.
Okay. And then the other one's more recent or newer?
Yeah, the one that I did first is my new one.
Right. So for me, what I was seeing was the Harry Potter, you had life in it. It had more breath. You let things breathe. It sped up on other parts and made your choice, and you were hitting like more of the key marks. And I'm only saying this because if I got to pick apart some things, overall, yeah, I'd give you a call back. So that's not where I'm going with this, okay? But you were having a conversation with someone who was supposedly like giving you, eye looks or whatever, either yeses or nos and stuff. And just letting those reactions breathe for a second, like when you ask a question and not having to run on right after it sometimes, but I would just allow it to breathe a little bit more. And especially when you do the transformation to the girl, right? Like you're showing off, like I can do you, watch, and you're like, so just, I would like say change into her personality, like, cause you're putting on another character, even though it's with friends, but it was very conversational, which is fantastic. And the number of times that you did that Harry Potter, you're going to want to come in and do that same kind of number of times that you've done this new one, because it shows. Like, I'm just like, whoa, now that's polished. Like that was show ready. You could have filmed that, the Harry Potter one. You would have given, Hermione Granger a run for her money there. So Emma Watson, yeah, well, watch out. But
all right. Well, thank you very much. So Ella, thank you for that. Are you gonna stick around for a little bit? I know you're 3 hours different than us. You're gonna stick
Yeah,
around?
I would like to stay on. I do have school tomorrow, but I'll try to stay on.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Again, big round of applause for Ella Grace. Okay, so who's feeling the energy? Reese, you want to go next, or who's feeling like they really are ready to go? I don't see Reese jumping, so you want me to wait a little bit on you and Holden? Yeah, I'll wait on that. Ethan, how you feeling? You're on mute, Ethan.
I'm pretty good about it.
So you want to sing first and then do your monologue?
No, I'll do my monologue.
Yeah, I was going to try to get you to sing for Peter. Peter loves to sing, and he missed last week. Are you feeling later though, Ethan, to sing for us?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Tony,
so sing for yes.
Tony, can I just say one quick thing?
I wish you would.
Ella, I'm sorry that I had to take those calls. And I just want to tell you that I hope you never get to a place where your phone rings like mine. But you were adorable, prepared, solid, fantastic. I don't know, Tony, how you're doing this, but it's good to get tape, right? It's good to get something on tape. And when you're doing monologues that are that good, you should find a way to tape them. Okay, that's all I got. I'm sorry to cut.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we want you. This is a real casual format, Brian. So if you ever have anything to say, just jump in. I really appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Especially today. I know Peter wants to speak. I'm going to do two per person, Peter. So, but you can share about Ella on the next one because I got a timeline. RC's got to go, and if I don't get us on the timeline, I lose him. So I will jump to Adrian and Peter on this next one. Ella, thank you. Let's go to Mila. What do you have?
I have a scene with Jeffrey, and I have 2 monologues, so whichever you want to see.
Jeffrey, are you ready, sir?
I sure am.
Okay, so Jeffrey is a guest helping out Mila. He's a working actor, actually. What show are you on, Jeff?
Schooled on ABC.
Cool. So pretty big network. I've heard of ABC. Maybe some of you have too. I want to be able to say I'm a working actor on ABC. That feels pretty good. How long have you been acting, Jeff?
For 4 years, I think.
Wow.
2016.
Pretty amazing. So we're honored to have you work with Mila. And if you guys want to bring in scene partners, I encourage it. Bring in your scene partners. I have no problem. Some of you are at other acting schools. You can bring your scene partners in. Okay. This is just a platform to showcase. You guys, let's go to stage view Mila. And she's our stage director, so she's going to take that off and put her actor hat on. So just take a couple minutes, Mila, go to that. I'm going to mute. Let's do some quick warm-ups while Mila's prepping. Let's go, Ella, turn your mic on. Everybody turn your mics on. We're going to do a fun little improv. Do a vocal warm-up. Ella.
Didn't work. We're good. We're good.
Vocal warm-up. Quick. Go. Ella.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck would, a woodchuck would chuck all the wood if woodchuck could chuck wood?
All right, good. Holden.
Toy boat, 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 toy
Good.
boat.
Kendall. Mute. You're on mute. There you go.
Betty Butter bought some butter. She put it in her batter and it made her batter bitter. So Betty Butter bought some more butter. She put it in her batter and it made her batter better.
Great. Reese.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells
Reese, wait. Reese, take a breath. And there we go. Reapproach.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore. If Sally sells seashells by the seashore, how many seashells did Sally sell?
Boom. Relaxation, everybody. It's the most important thing. You need to be relaxed with your instrument. Kelsey, turn your mic on. Kelsey Lee. Oh, she's frozen. Who else has some warm-ups? I'm looking around. Reagan, you can play. All the new students, you guys can jump in.
I have one that I did a long time ago.
Rubber baby buggy bumper, rubber baby buggy bumper, rubber baby buggy bumper.
Can you say it a little faster? Rubber baby buggy bumper, rubber baby.
Rubber baby buggy bumper, rubber baby buggy bumper, rubber baby buggy bumper, rubber baby buggy bumper.
You guys want to get to the point where you're going to trip. And when you get there, that's where you know that you need to really work on your diction. So you want to find where that falling point is. Peter, do you have a warm-up? What's that?
I do something for singing that's a little bit different. Baby babu da de do do gaga gigo gu jaja jido ju kaka gigo ku la lulu mame mi mamu nanin tate tito tu zaze zidozu done.
Thank you, guys. So this is how we vocally warm up. Just a little improv filler while we're waiting for Reese. Reese, are you back? I mean, not Reese. I see your mom's on too, Reese, under your name. Mila and Jeff, you guys ready? Okay,
Ready.
so go to stage view. I'm going to mute. Everybody mute.
Okay.
Mute.
Let's do it. Okay. Jeff, you ready? Wait, get the camera so I can see you.
I'm here.
There you are. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather be a monster or a ghost?
Ghost.
Hmm.
Would you rather be a midget or a giant?
Midget. Definitely.
Hmm.
Would you rather have one tiny malformed arm or a gimpy leg?
Arm.
Really?
Yeah. Little arm.
Okay. Wow. Little arm.
Would you rather have a purple face and a green body or a green face and a purple body?
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Adam, it's the same thing. Either way, you got a purple something and a green something else.
Would you rather?
Fine. Purple face.
Interesting.
No, it's not. It's not a choice, and it literally tells you nothing about me.
Oh, well, I disagree.
Whatever. Would you rather live in Dad's apartment or in Mom's house?
Pass.
No passing.
Pass.
Fine, then I win.
That's not a good question. I mean, it's a good question. It's not fun.
But it tells me something about you, doesn't it?
Would you rather sit between Mom and Dad and referee at graduation or wait here with me for another 30 minutes to get them seats that aren't right next to each other?
Wait here with you. It's easy. Okay, so when were you planning to tell me that you're not going to Iowa State?
It's not a big deal.
Right, totally not a big deal to get into college and then not go.
I can't make Mom and Dad pay thousands of dollars for something I don't even really care about.
Is this because they're getting divorced?
No.
Is this because of that girl?
No.
Because I think it's about that girl.
She has a name, Melanie.
Okay, look, just because you've had sex doesn't mean you know everything and now you just don't have to go to college. Hey. You know what? I don't get it. Okay, they wait until you graduate to split up, and yet I have to deal with joint custody for 2 years.
Yeah, they love me more.
Have you thought about this? Thought it through at all?
Look, dude, let's just get them seats for graduation that aren't right next to each other, okay? Would you rather spend the rest of your life trapped in an elevator with Josh Oshinsky or eat a handful of live bees?
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do something that makes me know it's it. Like somebody get up, like end the scene.
Okay.
Strong ending, strong beginning.
Okay.
So take it back a line or two, and then we'll get your critiques. So feed her a line, Jeff.
Would you rather spend the rest of your life trapped in an elevator with Josh Oshinsky or eat a handful of live bees?
You know what? I don't want to play this game anymore.
And cut. Strong ending, guys. Right? You don't just sit there and wait for the director. You keep acting till the director calls cut. Okay, cut. Very good, everybody. Round of applause. Let's give them some love. You give love, you get love. You give love, you get love. All right, Mila, how old are you?
I'm 15.
Jeff, how old are you?
I'm 15.
Awesome. You guys are still really young. Let's go to group view and let's go. I promised Peter. Comments?
It's a game. So make it more fun. And if you want to get that camera on you when it's supposed to, make a small noise like you're coming up with the idea. Ooh, 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 ooh. And then the camera's on you, and we don't miss the beginning of something. And it still sounds like you're taking a chance with it. But more fun with it, more trying to best each other. Sometimes actors think that energy means you have to be fast. If you take the time to fill in the pauses and turning into silences, like we human beings do, you're going to bring us in and we're going to want to know what's going on in your head. That's how you suck us in. The last scene, it was beautiful when Ella, I think it's Ella, she did the Harry Potter scene. She had movement. She used the room. So therefore the pauses, the depths, the hills and valleys were there. She could have still kept them if she remembered everything she did physically. And that would have given us hills and valleys and given us transitions and specificity. But this was enjoyable because it was matter of fact. It was low. It was very conversational. But I wanted to see more of a playfulness. So therefore, the seriousness would have broken that.
Thank you, Peter. Appreciate your comments. Adrian, Carr, any comments?
Yeah, I sort of second what Peter just said, though I did like the conversational side of it rather than trying to best each other with an upbeat play on it. But that's just me. My 2 cents up to the point about where Mila was talking about that girl. I think the pace could have been a little bit tighter up to that sort of point. After then, it was smooth sailing. And the first time through, I missed the punchline at the end. And on the pickup, it was crystal clear and gave me that button on the end of the scene that was missing. Other than that, I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Good work, guys.
You guys take that in. It's a special class today. So RC, a short comment, and then Brian, I'd like a short comment if you guys were willing.
Yeah, Mila, I had, when you're coming in, you came in so great, and it was toward the end. In the beginning, I didn't see as much of the levels. Like if you were to leap, and we're talking about, you got to zoom. So you're forward, so you're engaged right now, as opposed to like, we were hearing from Peter, so like throwing it away and like, you're making up ridiculous stuff, like green heads and purple. It doesn't mean anything. And then so how does this scene go? What we're waiting for is the conflict about, the brother having not being a virgin anymore. And then would you rather be with mom? So if we have like the levels of like throw it away-ish, and then you snap, but then Jeff, he got great because he got upset. So then you can get upset because you're brother and sister, right?
Yeah.
So then that kind of thing, you're able to play on that conflict. You know how you turn on a dime with a sibling? Just turning on that dime and then going where Jeff just went, and then you get out of it because that's your way out. You're dismissive. So it gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 ways of seeing you, as opposed to maybe 2 good ones. But so we get more from you because it's short, right? Yeah. Great job, Jeff. Too. Same thing in the beginning, throwing it away more, but you got into your emotion too, which was leading the 2 of you around. But Mila, I really liked how you had special business with the candy, this and that, rolling your eyes. You didn't really care. And you got some teeth, so that was good.
Thank you very much. And Brian, I just really wanted to say, we're trying to turn this into maybe kind of like America's Idol, where we have 4 people critique, and then we send them off with a professional acting teacher. They go for a week, they come back, see if they get better. Then the next week, we put them in a little video of scene work with cameras. And then the next week, we pick a winner and they go off to the finals. The final gets a real movie contract, a walk-on role. So I know I'm pitching you right now, but just think about that. All right, Brian Gersh.
Very, very quickly. Mila, I'm not going to comment just on you, Mila, because the other guys are already working on ABC. So you heard a lot of great stuff. I think Peter really nailed it. RC had some really great stuff. This is just my opinion. I think food is always really challenging when you're doing an audition. Be a little bit careful, a little bit thoughtful about that. I think acting is something that comes from your gut, not from your head. And once you get it into your gut, it changes the way you deliver. I think you're really strong, and I'm going to leave you just one quick thing. You have amazing eyes. Use your eyes. Open them wider.
Okay.
Use your eyes. Use your eyes. They tell a lot of story. You can say a lot of things without any words. Use your eyes. You have really beautiful eyes. They're really strong and really powerful. So I just want to stay on the up and up. I think you really have, you know, keep at it. That's all I can say. Tony, unfortunately, I need to run. I'm gonna be back here whenever Tony asks in the next couple of weeks, and I'll spend the entire time. But I'm really grateful that I got to see this, and I'm really happy for all of you. Tony, you can call me. We'll talk about the show idea. But good kudos to all of you guys, especially you guys for putting yourselves out and being vulnerable like that.
Let's hear it for Brian.
Nice to meet you, Brian.
Big round of applause. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Brian.
This man has so much experience. I'm honored he's willing to come back, guys. So good job. Brian, thank you. I'll call you later, brother.
Got it, Mila. Bye, guys.
Bye, Brian.
Bye, Brian.
Bye.
All right, guys.
Deals.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. He's the top agent in the world when he was doing agency. Now he's producing. So I'm pitching that TV show. We may get picked up, guys. You never know. And RC's a producer too, just so you know that. And Adrian's a director. Things to think about when you're doing your prep work before class. All week long when you guys are working out, it's for this exact moment right here you're showcasing. Your life could change just by being on this stage. So really take this stuff serious. Mila, amazing work. Oh my God. How'd it feel?
You guys have really good, like really amazing notes. Like after I'm like, oh my God, why didn't I think about that? You know what I'm saying? It's like
they're pros. They've
yeah,
been doing
no,
this
of course. I'm just saying like
Hey, real quick.
wow.
So Mila and everybody else should listen to this, all right? One of the things that I learned over time in the past was I felt a certain way. I was doing things a certain way. And like I said, I knew it was right, but I didn't tape it. Then when I saw it back in a playback, I'm like, ugh, because I tend to shuffle in when I feel cool. But I want to be standing upright when I walk in because that's how it's supposed to look good. Tape yourself first. You will have the same notes we have. Run one, press record one time. Go, oh my God, I didn't even know I was doing it. That thing that Brian said about the eyes, it's perfect. They say it on American Idol all the time. They like sing like this and like, dude, you don't connect. We don't see you. And then you look right in there and then they sing and all of a sudden the world opens up. Man, it was a great note. And hopefully the rest of the things that we see, the rest of you will make adjustments because the other people had to go first. So
Right.
don't waste their time. Or the comments, especially guys like, you know, Brian and Adrian and Peter are given, you use that for your one. Like that's the advantage of going second, you know?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Tony. Something RC said that I want to throw in real quick. RC, you're very correct. And I always say that actors should do a little bit of directing because it makes them objective. That's why you need acting coaches and directors because they see you with fresh eyes. And we don't see ourselves sometimes with fresh eyes because we're too subjective. You're right. You're always half the actor, half the character.
Cool.
You have to know how you're coming across. Thank you.
So you guys know this is being recorded. So I hope all of you watch this every week and see the lessons and take and learn from this. So they're always recorded. They're up on YouTube and you guys can share it and get more students in and all this great stuff. I'm really excited. You guys kicked butt. We may get a TV show out of this. You have no idea how excited I am. Let's keep up this energy going with Holden and Reese. Let's get them to prepare. We're going to play another game. We're going to play You Think You Had a Good Day. You know how to play that? Everyone turn your microphones on.
All right.
Reagan and all the new kids can play. What you have to do is you have to be aggressive to get the stage. So I'm going to start it. Kendall's going to go second. I'm going to call a couple people. But if you guys feel like you want to jump in, be aggressive. It's all about being aggressive, impulses, responding to your impulses. Ready, Kendall? My God, I'm having such a great day. I just got a TV show. I got a TV show.
You think you're having a good day? Well, I just won the lottery.
Mila.
Well, you think that's good? Well, I just, I won the lottery and then I got to go to Kendall's house.
A trick. Don't try to be good. Just say something, even if it's crazy. Ella.
You think that's good? I got a turtle.
Jeff, let's play.
You think that's good? I ate Chick-fil-A today.
Ethan.
You think that's good? I learned how to fly.
Peter.
Oh, you think that's good? I just checked my script and my first scene is with Tony.
Reagan.
I think that's good. I watched Harry Potter all day and now I want to go to Hogwarts.
Kaya.
That's good. I just had a new puppy.
Kaya, who's standing next to you? Say it.
Sierra, I just had an amazing day. I got free tickets for the Renaissance Festival this year.
Love it, Quinn. Quinn.
Forget that. I just got to go outside during this pandemic.
Hana. Hana. Anything. Just say you think that's good and say anything after that. You think that's good, say anything.
I got to play Animal Crossing.
Love it. Reese, what do you got, Reese?
You think that's good? I have all the videos in the board to myself.
Hold in, bring us home.
You think that's good? I found a dinosaur dancing in a tub of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It was spectacular.
Everyone give applause. You give love, you get love. You give love, you get love. All right, guys, you ready, Reese? Holden?
Yeah.
Okay. Camila, give him the stage. Everyone mute. Everyone mute. Everyone mute.
Thank you. I wonder who's more freaked out right now. Me knowing that I'm in a hospital where they get their medicine via dog sled, or you finally figuring out that I know your secret.
How long have you known?
I've always had my suspicions, like the quick exits, the miraculous recoveries, the lame excuses. But I think when I saw you catch that car like it was a beach ball, that kind of confirmed everything.
Why didn't you say anything?
Well, I thought if you wanted to tell me that you're part of the superpower persuasion, you would when you were ready. On your terms, not on mine.
You're a good friend, Chloe.
Obviously not good enough.
There were so many times I wanted to tell you.
Clark, I don't blame you. Loose lips sink ships. And God knows I've sunk my fair share of flotillas. What about Lana? Does she know?
No.
Well, I just want you to know that I'll never be the iceberg to your Titanic. And your secret will never, ever leave my lips. No matter what.
I appreciate that.
There's still a few blind spots, though. Like, how did we get beamed from the Kawachi Cave to the North Pole? And what was really going on in that 40-story igloo?
Look, Chloe, there's a lot of things about me that even I don't understand. The meteor rocks, they didn't make me the way I am.
Okay, so you were saying you were born this way?
I wasn't born anywhere near Smallville. In fact, I wasn't born anywhere near this galaxy.
So, okay. Okay, so you're saying you're like, in...
Yeah.
But you look so...
Human? I'm still the same person.
Clark, I think you're amazing. You saved people's lives and you get zero credit for it. To me, you're more than just a hero. You're a superhero.
Chloe.
I'm serious, Clark. If more people were like you, the world would be a better place.
They didn't get out. My parents didn't get out.
Smallville needs you more than I do, Clark. Go! Go! Whoa.
All right, guys, we're going to go to group view. Mila, group view. Let's start with RC. Any comments, RC?
Yeah. Let me get on the, let's see, gallery. Here we go. Holden and Reese. Yeah. You know, it's okay. Let me start with the whole Zoom thing. All right. with Zoom, we feel like we got to look at the camera. And I know it doesn't feel natural all the time because you've got to look like this way. So when you're playing natural and you're looking for words, even I'm like not looking right now, and then I'll look back, okay? Having a straight, like locked off thing, and I'm only talking technical at this point. Being straight and locked off could be to your disadvantage as opposed to seeing like what's around you or the nervousness where you look away. You know, you don't always stare into somebody's eyes when you come back with things. Now, Holden, it was really great when you were getting caught being a superhero, when, you know, Clark Kent gets exposed, he's not expecting it, right? And then Reese, you're coming in with this stuff. I feel like we could have had some more levels because right at the end, I felt like the scene really started. Like you guys were both engaged, like, you know, together. And you have to remember, when we're doing this scene right here, right? It's not like you're reading with a casting associate who's not giving you anything. You need to react to the way that he's doing it, and you need to react the way that she's doing it. So if she's like giggly or bubbly, then you got to go, you know, what does that make me feel? Or not, you know? Or am I just so reserved that I'm going to like shy away and not listen, which is a choice, and that's fine. But I felt like you could have more levels. Like the first thing when you said you caught the car like a beach, and then you caught the car like a beach ball, right? Over time, you'd probably be like searching for that word, like you caught it like a beach ball, you know, it's like, this is fantastic to me. Like, Clark, I'm finally confronting you, you know, coming up, and then he's shy. So then you pull back. Am I offending him? I don't want to lose my friendship. That's important, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, Holden too, like, it seems like as she's accepting of who you are, maybe that opens you up because you've been so misunderstood, and finally you can breathe. Like, what's going on for these characters? He's being outed as a superhero. And then you pull it back to give her a little more that you're actually an alien. And then we go to the other thing. So where the connection was great, the delivery, you know, try to find these levels. And I'll probably go back to that again. You always want to try to find, can I do 4 things in here that are natural? Part of them are listening to what the other person has to say, which changes what you've got. And part of it is, you know, just trying to be more realistic. Is it more exciting? Is it afraid? Is it, you know, scary? Have I been revealed? You know, Holden, you know, so, and then when it came to the action-y things, you guys just seem so natural. So when you watch it back, you got to see, oh, wow, here's where we kicked in. So I feel like if you guys did it a second time, it'd be like heads and tails better. Only because you're just rehearsing it, you know what I'm saying? So coming back at this, I think you'd be great, but I really like the delivery. I like your connections. These things were really good stuff.
Thank you, RC. Reese, what do I say? When's the best audition?
On the ride home.
And what does that mean?
That we have to practice it. We have to do it, all of our auditions before we go into the audition room.
Right. So you do as much as you did just now, 2 or 3 times, so that you are doing what RC suggested you would be doing in front of him. So that's why I say it all the time, guys. You got to do it full out today before class, full out. And then you come and do it, and then your audition on the ride home is in the room, right? So I know it sounds cliche, but it works. And here's a casting director that's seen thousands and thousands of people. So
hundreds of thousands,
exactly. Reese, very, very good work. Holden, great work, great use of your space. We're trapped in these Zoom boxes. It's tough. It's really tough work. And I know you guys just got this scene too, right? So it's really new to you guys too, I think. So yeah, good work. I'm really impressed. Let's go to Adrian real quick. Any comments?
I'm going to mirror exactly what RC said. He nailed every issue that came up. So when you guys watch this back, listen to his comments because I had the same notes exactly.
Thank you, Adrian. And real quick, Peter, we got to make him short, but what do you got?
Okay, like RC said, you have to have everything within you because they may keep you and the person who read with you goes home. So they're going to match you up with somebody else if you have this internal fullness. This is for Holden. Holden, I am so impressed. Tony calls you our Jim Carrey. RC doesn't know just how big and over the top you're capable of being. This reserve, this shyness showed me that you have depth, showed me that you're capable of being serious and handling stuff that's dramatic. That was great to see. RC, what you're talking about is what I tell my students, the 90-10 rule. 90% of the time you're seeing images, trying to find the words. The other 10% you're checking back with your partner, make sure they're going along for the ride. Don't stare at each other. Who else could you be talking to in that room? It's okay not to look at each other down. All right, thank you very much.
Perfect. Round of applause for our actors. If we have time, we'll get back to you guys. If we have time, we'll do monologues and singing and jokes and all sorts of stuff. We just want to rip through for RC so we can see everybody. I wish
Tony,
Brian...
I gotta say a note for Holden, because I did see your Jim Carrey sort of thing from the other day, from September 2nd. And dude, you did a partner scene finally. Like the other one would have been a monologue into the lens and doing all that crazy stuff. You paired up awesome, bro. And I know that you got notes on that. And I got to tell you, see, that's taken direction. That was awesome.
Exactly.
Yes. And Holden, I don't give you enough love on camera, but dude, you're amazing. I want you to know that. And I really come at you hard because you have so many gifts. Like you really, a lot of you guys are going to be Academy Award level actors if you stick with this. But Holden, I'm focusing on you because I know what you want. I know what's in your heart. I know it's in your gut. It's all you got. You want to give it all. But sometimes when you give it all, it's too much. So we want you to know where your boundary and your play space is. And so just keep coming back, keep listening and keep learning, keep tweaking, but you are amazing. I wanted to say it publicly on camera. Okay, my brother, you're awesome. Jeff, I want to say the same thing to you, my friend. I know you were only helping Mila out, and I know Brian Gersh was respecting you because you're on a network show, but we got to tell you, man, you brought it today. You really did. And you always do because you're a pro, but if you want comments, I'm more than willing to give them to you. And if not, just keep coming back and working with whoever you want to work with. But I mean, I saw you on like Stranger Things. Like I could see you on any major television show, feature film. Like you are going to have a big career ahead of you. Guess, do you want to say anything, Eric? I mean, RC Everbeck or Peter or Adrian on what you saw? That dude's a star.
Jeff nailed it.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, because I was thinking, I thought the same thing as Gersh, Brian. But the thing is, take a look at Jeff. He comes in, he puts his glasses on, he does this sort of character. He owns what he is. That's like the hardest thing because everybody wants to do everything. Jeff came in and he killed it. He was the brother who didn't want to have like this conversation. That was it. He dressed the part. What did I do? What did I dress today? I'm a football player. So what do? I wear a tight t-shirt. I sit around my Patriots stuff. I came here knowing there's going to be other industry professionals here. Every second I'm on camera is being counted. You might not think so. You might like think it's cute to put your slippers on and like, this and that. No, you leave your house, you be prepared. Jeff, you came like owning it. It was great. So yeah, I mean, I think I gave you some comments and stuff, but yeah, dude, you did the thing, and then you brought it for the big moments. And again, that would have been like rehearsal and stuff, but it was great.
RC, that's so brilliant.
Peter, you're upside down, dude.
I don't know how that happened.
Flip it. There you go. Almost. Flip it.
No, it's not working.
180. Flip there. Yeah, right there. Nope. There. Stay.
Anyway, RC, that was brilliant what you said because you can't please everybody in the room. So if you're real and you do what you feel like doing and you have fun doing it, then you'll convince everybody.
Cool, guys. All right, everybody, big round of applause. That was a great scene. If I have time, I'll come back to you, Reese, so don't go anywhere. Let's go to Kendall. What do you got?
I'm working with Kelsey.
Kelsey, are you guys ready? I'll give you time. We'll play a game, and you guys prep, okay?
Yeah, a little bit of time. Thank you.
Yeah, so you guys go out, prep. We'll come back. Let's stay in group view, Mila. Let's play one word. So you add a word, and we're going to make a sentence. Don't think. When you're done with a sentence, go period. That means the next person starts a new sentence. Okay, those are the rules. Everyone that wants to play, turn your microphone on. And all the kids watching, you can play. Guests, you can play. Students, you must play. Okay? And Carlos, thank you for being here. You can play too, Carlos.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back. All right, Ethan, turn your mic on. The new kids, you don't want to play? Turn your mics on. Reagan, you want to play? Reese? I know Reese wants to play. Where are you at, Reese?
It's on.
Okay, here we go. Ready? We're going to go. I'm going to start the word. It's one word. You add one word. We're making a sentence. Ready? The. Somebody say something.
Wait. I didn't hear that.
Okay. Louder.
Are.
Pretty.
Nice.
Sometimes.
To me.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna say your name. I want to pick up the pace, right? Improv and acting needs to be line and line and line. Mila, you're gonna go next. Today, Mila.
I
Kaya.
Am.
Jeff.
Really.
Holden.
Happy.
Ella.
Tired.
Peter.
Pissed off.
Ethan.
Mad.
Mila.
because
Holden.
I.
RC.
Always.
Carlos.
Need.
Jeff.
Water.
Kaya. And we're done. Say period.
Period.
Next person, start it over. Ella.
I.
Ethan.
Need.
RC.
Do.
Peter.
Right away.
Mila.
and
Kaya.
Friends.
Holden.
Jump.
Ella.
On.
Jeff.
The.
Reagan.
Ground.
And say period, whoever. Ethan.
Period.
Okay, so you guys get how this works. I need to pick it up, go faster and faster, right? Because this is all about improv. Don't think, just respond, respond. Be in the moment. Here we go. Mila, start it.
you,
Ethan.
Are.
Carlos.
Very.
Peter.
Quick.
RC.
Do.
Holden.
Jump.
Ella.
Like.
Jeff.
Awesome.
Reagan.
People.
Ethan.
Wait, what was that again? What?
Just say period.
Oh.
Everyone, big round of applause.
That was great. You said it quickly.
That's your go-to. If you don't know, you didn't hear, just say period. It's improv. It's comedy. You guys, that's how you gotta be quick. You gotta just not think and don't worry about looking good. Just respond. That's a little improv. Let's go back to our actors. Kelsey Lee. Kendall Monroe. Oh, how old are you, Kendall?
Huh?
How old are you?
15.
How old are you? Oh, no, I can't ask Kelsey. I stopped asking her that last year. Okay, guys, Mila, go to the stage view. Everyone mute your mics, please. Mute your mics.
oh wait, why isn't it letting me go to the right view? There we go.
Okay. Okay, Kelsey, turn your mic on. And whoever wants to grab the stage first, make a noise so you get the stage view.
I don't know.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
The post office in the forest was a capital little institution and flourished wonderfully, for many things passed through it. Poetry and pickles, music and gingerbread, invitations, scoldings, and even puppies.
It's all about us.
It is.
I love it.
It's just a little story.
Well, it's nothing like you usually write.
Do you think it's too boring?
No. It's actually my favorite one yet.
Really?
Write me another.
Yes, ma'am. Keep writing them, I will.
Even when I'm not here?
Don't say that. Don't say it.
I have to tell you.
No. No. No, Beth, you do not. You don't have to.
I've had a long time to think about it.
No.
I'm not afraid.
Beth, I said no.
It's like the tide going out. Goes slowly, but can't be stopped.
I'll stop it. Do you understand? I've stopped it before. I'll stop it again. I'll get you better yet.
Joe, if God wants me with you, God wants me with him, there's nothing that's going to stop that. I don't mind. I was never like the rest of you, just making plans about the great things that I do. Definitely not a great writer like you.
Beth, I'm not a great writer.
But you will be. You will be someday. Why does everyone want to go away? I love being home. But I don't like being left behind. Now I'm the one going ahead. I can be brave. Yeah. Yeah, I can be brave like you. I'm gonna be homesick. Even in heaven.
No. No, Beth, no. I won't let you go. No.
Okay, cut. Okay, let's go. Give him a big round of applause, everybody in the scene. Right. Let's go to group view, Mila. So today, Kelsey is Kendall's scene partner. So we're going to focus on Kendall. How you feeling, Kendall?
Good.
Where do you feel you could be stronger? Where do you feel, do you remember what you did? Just like explain what you're feeling right now.
I felt like I could have had a little more emotional connection to the scene.
But not as a director, as an actor, as a person that's the character. What did the character want to do more? Not the actor, right? Because we don't result. So what emotion were you not nailing? What sense memory did you need to do more work on? What direction did you need to go as an actor? What was your intention that you needed to get? Like if there's a house that's on fire, I'm inside, I want to get out. I know my intention is to go to the door and get out of the door. My conflict is the fire's at the door. New intention, go out the window. New conflict, no way down, I'm 5 floors up. New intention, find a way out, right? Clear intention. What was your intention? And you're very, very good, right? Now I'm splitting hairs for you. What was your intention?
My intention is to let her know that it's going to be okay.
Did
even
you,
when I'm gone, and that she can become a great writer and that she doesn't need me.
did you succeed?
No.
You don't think so? You might have. I'm not critiquing, I'm asking. These are our questions. How do you feel?
I could have really shown what my intention was.
But how? Not like to results, right? Not to be a good actor. Like what did you want that's stronger in your life? You were really good. I want you to win awards. I'm trying to show you a method that's sense memory. Like what's your opening emotion?
Happiness.
What are you ever happy in your own life?
Yeah.
What makes you happy? One thing. Tell me one thing that makes you happy.
Sneakers.
Okay, think about sneakers. What type of sneaker?
Off-white Air Jordans.
Think about it. Watch her face, guys. That's not faking happy. That's happy. She's a sneakerhead.
True.
That makes her happy. That's real. See how happy she is? She's giggling now. That's a real emotion. We're not faking it. We're not acting. That's real. What's your first line now?
It's all about us.
So think about sneakers and say the line.
It's all about us.
That's real. I believe you. What's your last line?
Here, it's a pretty long one, so I'll just do the.
No worries. I know you guys are still learning it. What's your last line?
I'll be homesick for you even when I'm in heaven.
What's your intention in that part?
To let her know that I'm gonna miss her.
It's your fire. Are you going to really let her know?
Yeah.
Is forever forever?
Yeah.
Is that the best you could do to let her know forever? How do you feel about her with any buts? Step 7.
I love her so much because she's my older sister, but she needs to learn that it's going to be okay and that she can be a great writer and she doesn't need to constantly be with me by my side.
Have you ever personalized anything this intense, this kind of love for anything? A cat, a friend, a dog, a family member, grandma, grandpa?
Yeah.
Name one. Just pick one.
There's a lot of them.
Pick one. You got to make choices in life. Make a choice.
My best friend.
What's the first name?
Lola.
Think about Lola. Just close your eyes. Think about Lola. What if you lost Lola? Or what if you were leaving Lola? Okay, now don't open your eyes and say the last line to Lola.
Be homesick for you.
Say it again.
I'll be homesick for you.
Take a breath, and on the breath out, say it. Breathe in and then say it.
I'll be homesick for you.
There you go. Feel the difference? We hold everything. We're so struggle. We're trying to muscle. You don't need to muscle. You need to relax. It's a relaxation class. Okay, that's enough from your teacher. Let's go to RC Everbeck, and we'll go to Adrian and then Peter. RC, any comments? I think she was amazing, but I just wanted to work with her a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's really good to work. And, you know, I mean, you got a coach, so I'm not here about that part, all right? And I think you were trying to do, you were trying to say some of the things that I would have said. Like, how familiar are you with the material?
Not very familiar.
Right, yeah. Okay, so look, there's going to be times where you get something at you know, noon and you got to be in Burbank at 6. And that's just the facts of it. Or you got to be on your thing. Stick it up by your screen. Look, I can take this sheet of paper and I can put it right there and nobody knows nothing. Now I'm looking at the camera, my stuff's all right there. Not like this. This is just tricks. I mean, fine, get into the room when you got more time. How do you get there? You were talking about this happiness and the emotions and, you know, the things that you were trying to, you know, uplift her and you know, give her something to go away with, right? And, you know, Tony was right. Like, you probably just didn't go over it enough to figure where your kind of emotions were, or what your intention was to convey. Like, she's giving you something, and what are you trying to do? Well, you could be smiling with her, so she wasn't smiling much, okay. But you're trying to lift her up. That's a smile. You know, so how are you going to get across with, you know, she's making you react somehow. You're trying to get her to feel what you want her to feel. And so a lot of that just wasn't coming across. Then you get to the end there, and it's just like, it's almost like you started at the end and learned that part first because it was great. You know, that it was like, there, okay, there it is. And so getting that train rolling, and Tony said it before, you know, it ends up being that rehearsal. If you guys have that rehearsal time, that's awesome. And if you don't, you got to, you know, do it on your own. But it's kind of like the theme so far today is like finding those extra levels. Because I'd be like, all right, how old is she? What are you, like 15? Yeah, okay. I'd be like, okay, She hit that end part. I can see she's got some chops. I'll bring her back and I'll work with it. That's what I do. I can get 30 seconds out of anybody. And that's my job, you know, when I'm doing the casting thing, right? So I could see the brilliance in there. It's just going to come down to choices and just make some crazy ass choices. The next person that goes, it feels like they want to do a downbeat thing. Bring it faster. That's an easy way to make it go. It's an easy way to bring energy when you haven't made a decision. Go quick so when you stall and you go short, we can see a change. At least give me some levels, even if you weren't sure about the decisions you made. And again, those are just like tricks. But yeah, the back of that end, that was great. You know, you had a good partner. She was giving you stuff that you needed to work with and try to get have your character, you as the character, have that interaction, get them out of them what you want. And how do you do that? Well, you have to convey, you know?
Thank you, RC. Wise words, Adrian Carr.
Again, echoing RC. I mean, you couldn't get any better comments. And what you were performing, you know, in your notes, Tony, same thing. The steps that you took Kendall through were terrific. You could see the shifts starting to happen. And taking the, you know, as a director, often what I'll do at the end of a shot or a take is keep camera rolling. Let's take it back to the top. Because she was there at the end. And I would give a couple of extra notes. And while the actress is still in that moment, go into another take and maybe tweak some other notes throughout. But essentially, I would immediately go into another take because when you start off, even in an audition, you start at a certain level and you go up. And if I say go back to the beginning, you won't go back to here. You'll come back from a level that you've already achieved. You'll come back to what you think is a beginning starting point and pick up from there again and take it into a higher level. And that's something I often do when I'm shooting. Just before the makeup people get in there and take all that concentration away, doing tweaks and touch-ups. So taking the notes in that Tony said and RC said, that's what I would do, immediately go into another take. And I think you'll get pretty close to it. Again, once you know the material better, you'll nail it.
Thank you, Adrian. More wise words. Peter.
One thing that actors love to do is emote. And sometimes they go so far they start to emote for the audience. Can't take that away from the audience. What Tony was doing, what I would do, is to center you on something so it takes you away from yourself. Besides being ideal and being right, have doubts. If you have doubts, you have that internal conflict already. I'm going to heaven, but I have a but here. My friend is suffering, and I want to tell her, and I'm thinking about this, and I've done this before. I've tried to relieve the pressure off of a friend. So have that conflict within yourself, have that conflict without yourself outside, and then cover it up because you have to be strong for her. I'm tearing up because I believe this scene, I took every note all of you said and I applied it to myself. That's what actors do. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Very wise words today. Kendall, how you feeling? Did you take it in with, you know, constructive criticism? You were amazing. I know I have said that, but I'm past telling you you're good. We're going to break you and you're going to like go to that next level. And it's these little tiny tweaks all these brilliant minds are giving you. So what are you feeling right now?
I feel good. I love coming every Wednesday and getting amazing feedback that I take back and just use for my next scenes. So thank you so much for that.
Very, very talented. Kelsey, I'm going to say some stuff. I promised her I wasn't going to critique, but we're going to critique Kelsey. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I was just going to ask to do it again because as an actor, as my own like worst critic, I I liked that performance, you know, but I didn't love it. So I was just asking if I could do it one more
So
time.
we'll do. I will let you guys do it one more time. I asked Kelsey. You have very powerful eyes, and so I would ask that you don't always have them focused on the camera. I would break that intensity. It's so intense that if you can find other reasons to look away, for me, maybe not for the other coaches today, they're called coaches, just because they're intense. And so use them when you need them. Like Adrian said it a lot, that a blink on a big movie theater is like whoosh, whoosh. So you have to have control of your eyes. And actually, I'm going to throw it to Adrian real quick about eyes. You as an editor, when you're doing cuts and blinks and talk about eyes and editing. You're on mute.
Okay. Eyes, particularly in close-ups, do not need to be overly expressive, because it is, like Tony says, you know, big eye movements can really take away from your persona. When you were giving looks off camera is when I saw everything working. Prior to that, the eyes were wandering a little bit in the earlier part of the scene. But like Tony says, you do have very big eyes, and when they're wide, like you get little moments there where your eyes are just widening up now. On camera, they tend to look like not bulging, but they look over expressive. The way you are now, relaxed, is where it just looks beautiful. So use that control. When you look at the playback, you'll see what I mean. But the blinking is an issue for everyone on the panel, on the class. Blinking is so troublesome in editing. And invariably, as I've said before, as soon as you find the emotional point, you want to make that edit, they blink. And it is an editor's curse. So I'm not saying you stare at one another, but control your blinking. If you watch certain performances on TV now or films that you watch, look at the blinking. You'll see the blinkers. And if you want to see controlled blinking, look at the movie Heat and watch Pacino and De Niro in a big dialogue scene they have in a bar, and you'll see what editing is all about, because the actors keep that eyeball contact. A blink breaks that moment. So keeping the eyeballs connected helps the audience receive the inner reactions of what's going on with the actors. Their inner monologues come through. So practice it. I haven't seen that much on everyone's performances here, but it is something to be aware of when you do go to auditions or when you're actually shooting. So it's just a general note for everybody here.
Excuse me, Adrian. And wouldn't you say she was connected in the last half of the scene? Her eyes were steady. There was something going on. So you have to connect with something even within you if you want to control your physicality. Right. Right.
She was connected, and that's what you were giving so much great feedback to Kendall. And that's what I say. It was only the first 30 seconds that it was when you were reading the book. The eyes were wandering a little bit. It wasn't like a strong choice for reading and then connecting. But you'll see that when you see the playback. But yeah, I mean, you guys should do it again next week or something.
I can actually let you guys do half. You want to do half of it right now? Pick first half or second half?
Second half.
Kendall, second half? Pick a place to start.
Do you want to start from, yes, ma'am, keep writing them, I will?
Sure.
Okay, start there, and then we'll go to Peter to finish his critique, okay? So everyone mute. Let's stay on group view, Mila, because I want RC and everybody to see what it's like when they're not speaking, not just when they are speaking. So keep it on group view just for this, all right? Whenever you guys are ready.
Yes, ma'am, I will. Keep writing them, I will.
Even when I'm not here?
Don't say that. Don't say it.
Joe, I have to.
No, you don't.
It's taken a long time to think about it. I'm okay. Not afraid.
No. Beth, I said no.
It's like the tide going out. It goes out slow, but just I can't stop it.
I'll stop it. Do you hear me? I've stopped it before. I will stop it again. I'm going to get you better yet.
Joe, if God wants me with him, then there's nothing that's going to stop that. It's never like the rest of you. You know, never making plans about the great things that I do. Never saw myself as anything much. Definitely not a great writer like you are.
Beth, I'm not a great writer.
But she will be. One day. Why does everyone want to go away? I love being home. I don't like being left behind. No, I'm the one going ahead. Not afraid. I can be brave like you. I'm gonna be homesick for you. Even in heaven.
No, Beth. No. I won't let you go. Do you understand me? I will not let you go.
Okay. We're going to cut right there, Kelsey. Cut, cut, cut. You guys, I mean, everyone, round of applause. They took direction. They brought real emotion. I mean, I don't get moved a lot because I see this stuff all the time, but I'm a little moved right now, Kendo and Kelsey. All right, let's go to Peter. I really don't, but you guys got me this time. What do you got, Peter?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You got
and
you,
the
didn't
Oscar, and the Oscar, and the Oscar goes to. See what happens when you turn pauses into silences? When you are human beings conversing, you're not fishing around for acting technique. We are technique already. All we have to do is allow. Allow. I saw so many hills and valleys. I saw a 30-year-old friendship. I saw you guys meeting when you were 5 years old. I saw you guys fighting. Instead of being happy you're going to heaven, now I'm the one leaving you all behind. That was just beautiful. I would print that. I am just verklempt.
Yeah.
You guys were
well, great word.
fantastic.
Great word. Adrian, Carr, any comments? Yeah.
I was totally taken into it. I really was. I mean, the difference between that and the previous read, I could work with that now. I could take both of you into that and really work it. Great work.
Great work. Oh my God. RC, what are your thoughts on the transitions from taking direction?
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's the whole thing. Sometimes I would say in the casting, do it again exactly like that, just to see if it was a fluke. You know, that's a real thing. Can you do it again? I loved it, and quite frankly, I mean, I would have liked to seen it next week when you thought about it more, because I could see the acting adjustments, and there were changes, and the connection was there, and some of the things you were thinking about doing were able to come out. But I personally think there's more there. I agree with Adrian. It's like, you know, that's something I could work with, right? I really feel like you, like another hour or day, everything that you heard and process, and I think then you'd bring it, it'd just be like so many levels. Because yeah, you're still finding it, you're still not familiar. One take's not going to make you familiar with the material. There's no, you know, replacement for studying and, you know, doing your job. But no, but the transition, you know, if I was just to like be seeing like what you guys were like as actors, yeah, you can take direction. There's the second take. That's what we needed. You know, good job on, you know, making the adjustments. Yeah, like Adrian said, yeah, I can work with that. You know, so nice work.
Everyone, big round of applause.
Bring it up next week.
Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about. We've watched you over the weeks, both of you, over the weeks. And I know Kelsey works a lot. She's a working actress. And so, you know, I'm not even going to focus because, Kelsey, you took my class for a year or two every week, sometimes twice a week. And, I mean, she was doing 2 hours a day. Like, we were going at it. We were getting ready to do her TV show. And, Kendall, you're so young. Oh, my God. I didn't even start till I was 29. Oh, my God. You guys, this is what I want to see every week. Every week. Nothing less than this. This is the new bar. Don't let it drop. Deal? And Ella's still even. Ella's like way past her bedtime. Ella Grace, what did you think of that? You can turn your mic on, Ella. What did you think of that?
That was incredible. Oh my gosh. It gave me chills.
Wow. And Mila, I know you've been watching these guys. Would you?
That even made me a little emotional, and I honestly haven't even had something that's similar, but it's just like, it's kind of, you know, okay, sometimes you watch something, you're like, that was really good, right? But then sometimes you watch it and you just kind of forget that you're watching it, and you just feel like, whoa, hold on a second, that's not real. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really did take me there again, especially the second time, because it's like this new dimension, and it was incredible. I thought it was really good.
Yeah. And can I remind you guys, we're on Zoom. This is not this is not the stage. This is in these little tiny boxes. Like, oh my God.
Tony, if I may, Tony, that's why I'm glad you push improv, because I've never met an actor who hasn't said maybe a few months down the line, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that, whatever. Improv frees you, and it makes you put in the kitchen sink in there. You know, and if these guys can do that, they're on the set. The director says, I love that. I'm going to give you an extra scene. Can you learn these lines? Oh, right away. I've seen that happen. You bring your A game. I don't care if it's a cellar, an attic, an alley, backyard. You bring your A game all the time because you are artists.
Yep. I've seen a lot of people lose jobs on set when they booked the role because they thought they had the role. You're always auditioning, but as the character being in character, but you could get fired at any given point. A writer can write you out like that. So always bring your A game, even in rehearsal. Reagan, I know you're new, but what do you think of these kids? They're not kids to you, but they are to me.
Well, I thought Kendall and hold on, like, is it Kelsey? Kendall and Kelsey, they were both amazing. I've been acting since I was like 8.
Oh wow.
And I'm 15 now, so but I haven't got to take a class in a long time. So this is very interesting to me. I'm really enjoying it.
Well,
and as well as, I'm sorry, what?
We hope you come back.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to my mom about it. And as for everyone else, everyone was really good, like really, really good. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. I don't know if Holden, if you're listening, but if you are, I know you always have something to say.
Oh, I'm here.
What are your comments, Holden?
I really admired the inner conflict because that's something I always struggle to actually implement and incorporate, and I was able to see it. The inner conflict for me is the most fascinating thing. That's what draws you in.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm glad you guys stick around. Reese, I'm glad you're still here. Any comments on what you witnessed? You've watched them from the get-go. You're on mute.
Wow, it was amazing.
Yeah, right? She's lost her words. That's all you got to say. It was amazing. And Carlos, we'll wrap up with you, and then we're going to do Ethan's scene. What do you think, Carlos, as a musician?
I thought it was amazing. Second time, and it was. I still felt choked. Even as you guys were going, I could still feel the emotion of it. It really took, like Mila said, took you away from, like, you forget you're looking. I'm looking at my cell phone. But it completely took me away. Yeah, it was great.
Guys, you set the bar.
Exactly, Tony. That's like one thing that I said earlier. I go, you see 100 people, 80%, but 4 of them, you just forget to stop the camera. You're just like, oh shit, I got a job to do. Like, it's just it takes you away. You know, it's great. All you guys are great. One
more round of applause. They deserve it. Really, really, really good work. And I got to tell you, they called me today and said, we just got the scene. Can we rehearse with you? And I didn't have time to rehearse with them. Imagine when they put some time into it. But you know what? It actually not be good anymore because you just went with it. So learn the lesson here. Just go with it. Be honest with your emotions and listen, because you guys may not be this good next week. I don't know. Maybe you will. We'll find out.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about, hey, you just got the Is the scene going to get better or is it going to drop? We're going to see next week.
Duh. Do you know who
it's going to get better. It's going to get way better.
You challenged us. The bar has been raised. Ethan, are you ready for your scene, your monologue, my friend?
Yeah, I am.
How old are you?
I'm 12.
You're 12. Wonderful. And your sister couldn't make it today, no?
No.
Okay. So I want you to do your monologue. Then I'm going to say something, and then I really want you to wrap us up by singing. Would you sing us out tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, good. He's got a choir boy voice. It's just amazing. These guys do Broadway plays, not on Broadway, but they do Broadway plays with their mom.
This is like unnecessary, but I also sing.
Will you sing for me, Reese? See what happens when you say something? I will ask you to do what you're good at.
Mila can sing.
Yes, if you guys are good at it, I'll ask
yeah,
you
but
to
Mila didn't say she could sing, so Tony didn't think about it.
No.
Mila can sing very well.
We have musicians here. Take advantage of opportunities. He might put you in one of his songs. You guys take advantage of the opportunity. Okay, so let's get to Ethan's scene. You need time, Ethan, while we play a game?
Real quick question. Can I sing before he starts? Not before he starts, like after, if we have time.
If you guys want to sing, I'd love to have you sing. If you tap, I'd love to have you tap. If you tell jokes, tell jokes. If you're good at it, do it for me, because that entertains me. And then you guys might get a pop out of it too. But I mean, I do this every week. I want to be entertained as well as educate. Okay. Ethan.
Yeah.
Do you need time to prepare, or do you want to?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So you guys, we're gonna play a game. What game you guys want to play? Somebody name a game.
Can we do grocery store?
You want to do grocery store? Okay. The rules for grocery store are we're going to a grocery store to shop for Grandpa. Grandpa cannot go to the store. He wants us to get apples. But when we get apples, the next person has to say the last letter, not the S, because that's plural, the E. So then you have to start a new word with the E. So you have to say what you got and what you're getting. Oh, I'm going to get apples. I'm also going to get some eggs. Oh, great. I'm going to get some eggs and I want some golf balls. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be the last letter of the first word. Those are the rules. If you want to play, turn your microphone on. Here we go. Take us to the grocery store, Kendall.
Okay, so what did I need for my list?
Be louder.
Did...
Project.
Oh.
Yeah, just project. Be loud. Stage.
Okay. I actually needed some hot Cheetos.
So Holden, hot Cheetos.
Need some hot Cheetos. Well, I actually wanted some orange juice.
Ella.
Well, I mean, to go with the orange juice, we have to have Eggo waffles. I mean, balanced breakfast. Am I right?
Mila.
I mean, Eggos are good, but I was thinking maybe like some onion rings or something.
Okay. Reese.
You can get some onion rings, but I'm gonna get some guitars.
Hey, Ella.
Okay, we could get your guitar, but I really want to try like this rainbow pudding. It's a trend, okay?
Holden.
I mean, it was said earlier, I would love some golf balls. I would love some golf balls.
Say the first word, though. You got to repeat the last one you heard.
Oh, you wanted some...
Help him. Give it, feed him, Reese. Or
Guitars?
whoever's last. What is it? Rainbow what? Pudding?
Rainbow pudding? You want some
Okay,
rainbow pudding?
starts
I
with
respect that, but
It
I
starts with
really...
an N.
You know, trends are weird, so.
So if rainbow pudding ends with an N, or is it G? My fault, because there's a G, and then start with golf balls. So yes, correct. You're good. All right, so he said golf balls and what? Golf balls. So let's go to Mila.
Okay, well, we can get your golf balls. But I would actually like some lavender boba tea. It sounds odd, but it's very good.
All right, Ella.
Okay, well, I would love some lavender boba tea also, but you know, we're gonna be simple. We need to get more apples. Apple juice to go with the apples.
Good save. Reese, bring us home.
Apple juice, yeah, you can get that basic stuff. I want some egg chocolate.
All right, egg chocolate. We had an egg chocolate. Good job, everybody.
Oh.
It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be quick.
Good.
Quick. All right, guys. Ethan, are you ready, sir?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's go to stage view. Everybody mute. Mute. Everybody mute.
Am I ready now? Okay. Why do you have to be such a loser to me all the time? You literally treat me like dirt. It's like we're not even brothers. You never want to hang out, and you're always so mean to me, especially when you're with your friends. God forbid I'm even in the same room with you when your friends stop over. You always tell me to leave. It's my house too, and I don't go into another room just because you say so. Just because you're older doesn't make you the boss of me. You've never been there for me, not even as a friend, let alone a brother. Seriously, you don't even know who I am. And we live together. It's pathetic. Really, it is. I hope that one day you stop trying to be so cool and start treating me like someone you actually care about in your life. Nothing would be cooler and more important to me than that, just so you know. Scene.
Okay, so big round of applause. So you just got this, right? So you're just reading it? So that's
Yeah, I am.
This is a cold read. And so RC was mentioning it, but we give you some cold reading tricks. But let's just go right into the breakdown that I do. A quick 16-step breakdown. Is it comedy or drama?
It's a drama.
And you know that because what 3 questions is it not? Funny lines, funny situation, or funny character, right?
Yeah.
So because it's not one of those 3, it's a drama. Give me a storyline, just a simple little storyline.
It's about a boy who's like mad at his brother for not even caring about him or doing anything for him.
Okay, what's your relationship with your brother, right? What's the atmosphere like? Where are you? Inside, outside?
We're in a house and I'm like going to his room and yelling at him.
Is it summer, winter? Is it day, night?
Summer.
And is it day or night?
It's day.
And how old is your character?
12.
And who are you talking to? How old is he?
19.
Yeah. See how fast he's answering these questions? He's done the work. If you don't answer that quick, you're thinking you didn't do the work. How old are you, Ethan?
12.
What's your name, Ethan?
Ethan.
What's your last name?
Doherty.
What's your birth sign?
2/28/08.
You're a Pisces, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just need to know, just like you know your own stuff. So that's the breakdown. I have 16 of them. And you guys really need to master that, okay? Then you add emotional connection, sense memory, and all the stuff you're seeing in class. So you just need to know the words better, okay?
Yeah.
You're new. You're doing great. I think he's not hard on the eyes. He's a good-looking kid, and he's got a voice that you're going to hear in a few minutes. Let's go to RC. Any comments on this young actor that's going to? He does theater. He's a theater actor. He just got this.
Ethan.
And I just had like a theater audition for school.
Good. You should have trained with me.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm trying to get your gig.
So you just got it, okay? All right. So one thing I was telling one of the other girls, it's right there with you right then. Your trick would be like, see how I've got this?
Yeah.
I can put it right up next to the screen there, and I can read it there. What does that do? That brings my eyes up. That's something we were talking about before, how the eyes, Adrian was talking about that. Get those eyes to the camera, okay?
Okay.
The other thing, you've got a couple little things in there that are lists. Like, you never talk to me, you don't go outside, so if you've got a list of things, they can be the same, then different, right? So these are things that can help you before you do your research, pick levels. Like, these are generic levels. You have the exploration on it. Now you're going into the room and you're having this argument, or you're kind of like, shining him on and giving him the what for. All right. You can bring that at different levels too. To just come straight across at one thing is great maybe in real life. And then you just scream at your brother or, whatever. But for us to be entertained, we want to have it like go one direction. And then you have a change of thought. Oh yeah. And then you just zip them off like Tony was saying. And then you slow into your meat of like this, the last of your verbal abuse you're going to throw on, So even if you don't know it, you can, okay, here I'll go slow, here I'll go. And these are just like, they aren't good acting techniques. These are tricks. There's a difference between technique, which you're going to learn, and tricks because you just got it. So making choices on your tricks, that's important too. What can I get away with here? Because flat out, if you're in a room after the Zoom's over, you can't put it on the side of the thing. Yeah. Right? I can't just be like this, almost there at camera, reading all your names, Reese, Jess, Kelsey. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I have it in the room and look down, and I'll know I'll put right here, speed through, get, brother, speed through. Oh, then I'll just put big pause, look away. And another thing, anyway, these are just, if we're just going to do techniques because you haven't had it, but you need to give it. Is it just a different way of doing things? It ain't memorization and it ain't acting, but it's a trick.
Thank you.
I always say, guys, getting the job is different than keeping the job. You got to use the tricks when you just get the script to get the job. But when you have it, it's a whole nother approach. So you treat them, if you have the time, you do what you can, but sometimes you just don't get the time. And when you don't have the time, you got to bring it or somebody else is going to take your job. So that's how you get the job. Peter, what do you got?
I have a question for you, Ethan, and I want you to really think about it. Because I heard all this stuff coming out like a volcanic eruption. Here's the question, because you're smart. Why do you have to tell him this now? Why didn't you tell him last week? Why can't you wait one more day? Why can't you wait till next week? He's 19. You got to be scared of him. He's older than you. Why does this have to be said now?
Because maybe he might be going somewhere and he thinks he can like own me.
No maybes. No maybes. No maybes. Why do you have to tell him this?
Because he's going to disrespect me even more and think that he's gonna like have more ups than me.
and like thinks that he can treat me wrong all the time?
Has he insulted you before you did this monologue, maybe in front of somebody? Has he pushed you just so far that you just can't take it anymore and you're fighting for your life for respect because you're so young? That's what I want to see.
Okay.
Because you are gorgeous, you got potential, you know.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Adrian Carr.
Ethan, I would third the comments that have just been said. The peaks and valleys that we keep talking about, as RC said, you know, using those tricks in an audition, or to get the audition, or when you're in the audition, are really valuable. But when you know the dialogue better, I would suggest running it with your sister, because she's older than you, and just have it out with her and see how it makes you feel when you're getting feedback from someone who's older than you.
Yeah.
Maybe set up a scenario at the beginning of it so that it prompt, like Peter says, why now do you have to act upon it?
Yeah.
Find that little nugget and then see where it takes you once you know the dialogue. Because I think her feedback in her looks will give you what you're looking for in here to take it further. And yeah, and it's really hard on a reading where you've just had the script, where you are struggling to, you scattershot the words out just to get them out, as opposed to really thinking about what they mean. Even if you took it slower in a read, it would help. And using the tricks that RC was talking about, looking away, finding your beats where you come back at him, where you hit a rat-a-tat-tat, then take a beat. They're things that you can mark down on your script right up front. So once you know the material, what you're trying to say, and you've obviously done your homework. So now it's just a case of taking that to another level. And it's hard at this point to say whether I would call you back on a cold read like that. So, take in the advice when you look back at the playback, and then I'd like to see you do it again.
Okay.
So there we go. So you're going to come back next week and do this for us, okay?
Okay.
So I want to show a scene that RC did in a movie. It's called Cut. What's it called, RC? Cut what?
Cut Man.
Yeah, Cut Man. So Mila, can you find Cut Man? We're going to go right to what? About the middle, RC, or towards the end? And then we're going to come back and you guys are going to sing. But formal class will be over after RC's little video clip. And then we'll go into, I'll pick a couple people to sing just to entertain us, have fun, party, celebrate. And yeah, Reese, I hope you do as well. I hope everyone that can sing does sing. But remember, formal class is really over right now. We're going to watch something that RC did. He's an actor before he was a casting director. And then he's a producer now. Just know he's producing stuff, okay? Adrian's a director. Peter does a lot of stuff, theater and all that. And Peter, you froze on us. So let's see that scene. Let's go to screen share. And how far in, RC?
He said 406, correct?
Oh, well, he's
specific. Yeah, it gives a little taste. I mean,
okay.
The reason Tony asked me to send him something, and the reason I picked this was, like, it's two people just sitting there, and it's the lookaways, it's the pauses, it's the thoughtfulness, and the guy's dad cried because it was about the director and his dad, and I was playing the dad, and they were crying watching it in the monitor because I knew who they were, I knew what they were trying to convey, and I let it breathe. Like, there's times where I go quicker, times I slow it up, but basically the kid is ignored by his dad, and he takes him to a boxing ring where he's like, my guy like puts like the grease on the fighter's face and stuff. He's aside on the outside of the ring and helps out, and then it's what happens after. But I got to tell you, you guys are awesome. I know this class is over. Wow, I'm really impressed on you. You got a really, really great group of
Shoot.
No.
My bad.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys for having me.
And RC, make sure you stick around because trust me, these kids have a little something special for you too. So don't you go anywhere.
Yeah, I want to hear that second.
Yeah, don't you go anywhere. Let's play this and we'll come right back.
All right, let's do it.
Screen share.
Cool. All right. Okay.
He's open! Come on! Protect yourself! Frankie, wake up! Protect yourself! There you go! That's it! Right! Uppercut! 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's out.
So, was this as glamorous as you'd hoped for? You know, I used to fight a bit. Wasn't very good, though. Had 9 fights as an amateur, and that was about it. I've been hit pretty damn hard before. But no one can hit you as hard as someone you love.
And there it was. The moment I had been waiting for.
You know, Bobby, you're the only one I've ever taken to a fight.
I wanted to say so much. But I was 1 round too late.
Just wanted you to know
All right, guys.
Too late.
There you go. That's how you do it. Let's give RC a round of applause. Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
RC, a man that played football in college at 47, 8, 9, 50. When did you start college football, RC? Yeah.
You're muted.
Yeah. Started at 47. I had my 50th birthday on the field.
Wow.
College football. That's the heart of a lion right there, you guys.
They did a whole documentary about me. It'll be coming out sometime soon. And it's like, you know,
Didn't you get drafted to play pro or something after your?
I'm gonna play a game for the Carolina Havoc, so I'll be the oldest pro player ever. But you know,
Yeah,
no, it's fun.
It's pretty cool.
You can't just keep doing it. Hey, you know, I want to circle back to what Adrian was saying about the eyes. So I did this film called Lie Detector, and until it was brought to my attention, like I was a blinker. Like I blinked all the time, like blink, like right when I'm supposed to be like making a connection. And they had to write a program that CGI'd my eyes open, and they would just put it in and my eyes would stay open. It's like, it was like an editor's nightmare. It's the only thing they could think to do. And I read a book, you know, about like connecting with your eyes. Like now, where is she? She's not here. But Kendall was doing it. She was really like, she was fluttering her eyes, doing that thing when she was kind of cryy. But then, and this is on the retake, on the direction, then she looked up and hit Kelsey right in the eyes and like delivered the lines. So she used her eyes appropriately because she was sad. Like you blink when you cry. I mean, you don't just start crying like this. It doesn't, you don't. But she changed it. She listened to what Adrian had said. She was like thinking about things and sad, and, but you know, and then her eyes broke. It was perfect. So I thought that was a really good note because it is. They'll cut some of your best takes. They'll cut some of your best takes because you're a blinker. And you'll be like, why did you use that? Because you blinked. That's going to be how it goes.
All right, guys, this is my favorite part. This is when we tell our guests what we think of them and what we thought of class. All right, guys, we're going to start with Kendall. What were your thoughts of today?
Okay, so I love every Wednesday. Everyone did amazing, and I'm so proud of all of you. You've all grown so much in the past couple of weeks. And thank you, guests, for giving me amazing, amazing feedback and direction that I can take and use. So thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, Kendall. Great work tonight. Holden, Mr. Jim Carrey, what do you think of tonight?
Oh, well, I think all the guests were amazing. Thank you for those I keep forgetting the slight distinction between the words reoccurring and recurring. I keep forgetting, but I think I'm using this right. I want to thank the recurring coaches. Thank you so much, Peter, Adrian, everybody. And I want to thank RC. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate the notes. And now that I think about it, the character, some of that continuous eye contact would have been awkward because I didn't realize I touched on it, but I didn't fully encompass how much all of what's going through his head. This guy has so much going on in his life, and I didn't address that. Thank you so much for acknowledging that, recognizing that. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much.
Holden, you're amazing, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Reese. Look at that, Reese. I love Reese. She's so cute.
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you all for coming here. And Mr. RC, you're amazing. I'm so surprised by the work that you've done. It's just amazing. And thank you again for Mr. Adrian and Mr. Peter for coming back every single week. You guys are so cool, and we love putting out this work for you guys.
Thank you, Reese. That's well said. Ella, you stuck around for this part. We do this every week. What do you think, Ella?
Yeah, literally same as what everyone else said. I love being on here. It's like such an honor and huge opportunity, and it's really fun.
Yes, and you're really talented. Keep coming back.
I will.
Carlos, do you have any comments?
I'm thank you for having me on here. I'm learning a lot, even just being on here, and I guess scoring is the new adventure for me. And then watching all the actors and hearing all the input helps me too with doing this too. Because even when I'm scoring and they're doing, I was thinking this too as you guys were talking that all those pauses and all that. When I'm writing music, the music shifts too for me. So hearing on your guys' end, it's helping me write with my writing. Yeah.
Thank you, Carlos. We want to hear some of your work. Make sure you share it with us. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. Reagan, what are your thoughts?
Since I wasn't able, I'm planning on coming back, so I'm really excited. I really loved everything. I love the atmosphere, and I took all the feedback, even though I obviously didn't do anything, but I'm going to put it into my work whenever I get to come on.
Well, we look forward to you coming and playing. So, Mila, Miss Stage Director herself, what do you think?
Personally, this was probably one of my favorite weeks. And I don't know if it's just me, just each week the notes get more and more detailed and they kind of expand. Like there's so much variety with what you guys are correcting us on, and so that as a whole like just helps us build our craft more and more. But being here doing our doing scenes and watching, like I don't think people realize how helpful watching other people is. Is that the right reason? Like it's so helpful seeing other people, especially talented people like you guys that are on here. But seriously, thank you all for coming and taking the time to critique us and watch and build BSA. So thank you so much.
Everybody, let's say bye to Adrian. He's got a big day tomorrow. Adrian, thank you for being here every week. I know you got to go.
Bye, Adrian.
Bye, Adrian. Thank you.
Bye, Adrian.
Bye. I blanked out for a second. Bye.
Bye.
Kelsey, bye, Adrian. Thank you so much. Kelsey, any thoughts?
I am a really empathetic person. That's why I'm single. You're laughing, but I mean,
mean, that's literally why my ex broke up with me. He's like, you're really emotional and I can't like deal with it. I'm like, yeah, but that makes me a great actor. But anyway, I really appreciate it though, because fun story. My mother was messaging Tony and she's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want Kelsey's critiques online, like on the internet, because I don't want her thinking about her that way. And I'm literally messaging Tony through this, and I'm like, read my messages. I want critiques. I love hearing what I do wrong, because I mean, as much as I love love compliments, because I'm a Leo and we love our ego fed, you know. I learn more from critiques than I do from compliments, you know. And then to go back on what Mila was saying, you learn a lot from watching too. And then if you pay attention, you learn a lot from other people's critiques as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I really appreciate it though, because you know what, it's really hard, like with the world going on right now, it's really hard to like get that human interaction, you know, because we're humans, you know, you want to get that emotional feedback and like that human interaction. And having this is a nice outlet to be able to react off of other people and to be yourself. So
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Thank you for being here each week. Peter, final thoughts, and I'm going to go to Ethan, and then Ethan's going to sing us out. And then we're going to have each of you guys that want to sing. Mila, we're still recording, but we'll see. We'll find out when we want to stop.
Okay.
I'm having fun. So
I'll sing again. I love to perform. Guys, I love you guys so much. If you guys knew I guess you guys know, I just love this so much. I wake up every morning. What new thing am I going to learn about acting? What new movie am I going to see? What new thing am I going to learn? Almost everyone that I've told about this workshop, even professionals who have come to visit, I don't want to see a kid workshop. I don't want to see kids. Come on, I want to. And then when they see your work, you guys constantly blow everybody away. Those who have seen it all, like RC, like Adrian, like me, you give us this energy and this hope for Hollywood. You're not conveyor belts. You guys are iconic. Don't lose that. We grown-ups have to fight to have that freedom that you guys already have. Learn your technique, learn your craft, and keep that emotional freedom. That's the key. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for being here. All right, Ethan, man. So what are your thoughts about this class? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I liked the feedback I got, because like it really taught me like how I can like address to my character and how relatable it can be, like when you're fighting with your sibling.
Mm-hmm. All right, are you ready to sing for us?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and stand up. And this is a little gift I didn't know he had. I found out yesterday.
Yeah.
Or last week, I should say last week. Mila, let's put him on stage view. Everyone mute, out of respect.
Sorry. Okay. Whoa, never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we fought for the right to be a little bit naughty. Never again will I choke it or slam. Never again will I be bullied, and never again will I doubt it when my mommy says I'm a miracle. Never again, now that we know we are.
Yeah, a round of applause. That's so much fun. I love it. Let's go back to group view. Back to group view, Mila. How do you feel, Ethan? You're on mute. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Okay, you cut your head off, right? You got to understand your cameras in these Zoom boxes. Yeah. But your voice, how much fun. Peter, what do you think of his voice?
I just love his freedom. I'm going to throw it out there, man. I'm just going to go out there and just do my best and sing to that back row. I love that theater training. I did musical theater for 5 years. I did about 12 musicals with Broadway people also, and I love that his commitment. He's having such a blast. You can tell.
It's fun. This is going to be fun. All right, who's going to sing so I can time this properly? And they have to be short, but we're going to just like, I know Reese is, I know Kelsey is. Ella, you going to sing? I'm going to have you go first then, Ella, because I know it's late.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Sure, I can sing. Why not?
Okay. Do you want to stand up instead of lay down?
What was that?
You want to stand up instead of lay down when you sing?
Oh, yeah, totally. Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm going to have you sing first, then I'm going to have Reese go. And if anybody else wants to perform, Mila, you're not backing out. Kendall, I don't know. Do you sing, Kendall? I don't.
She does.
Okay. If you get the courage, let me know. So go ahead, Ella. We're going to stay on group view now. Stay on the group view. Okay, Ella, take it away.
7 a.m. the usual morning lineup. Starting the chores and sweep till the floor's all clean. Polish and wax, do laundry and mop and shine up. Sweep again, and by then it's like 7:15, and so I'll read a book, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery. I'll play guitar and knit and cook, and basically just wonder, when will my life begin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had everybody singing along with you. That's so cute.
Nice.
All right. Thank you so much for doing that.
Girl,
guys.
that's my song. I'm sorry, but I had to sing with you.
That was
You couldn't hear
so
me. Like, girl.
All right,
She
Reese.
kicked royal booty.
What do you got, Reese? Go for it, Reese. You're on mute, Reese. There you go.
I got this song a week ago.
It's okay. You don't have to explain. Just play.
I've been asleep for a while now. You got me feeling like a child now. 'Cause every time I see your bubbly face, I get the tingles in a silly place. They start in my toes, make me crinkle my nose. Wrinkles, I always know that you make me smile. Please stay for a while now. Take your time wherever you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
You guys are doing things that I've never had the courage to do. RC and I auditioned for a play, and I was supposed to sing, and I couldn't do it. RC got the play, and I got a background role. And I'm an actor. But I can't sing. And so I'm jealous. I'm jealous. All right, let's rip through this. Mila.
I was
what
like
do you,
not catching my breath. I was rehearsing it before, and that was way worse than when I was rehearsing it.
Reese, you're so hard on yourself. That was so adorable.
Kelsey, you want to go? Kelsey, you want to go first?
And
Hey,
again,
Tony, speaking of Kelsey, I have Roman back on, and Roman is doing a movie called Ava, which is going to be kind of like a Marvel Comics movie. And, you know, he's seen her before in the last, when she was driving with her army gear on.
Right.
And just, you know, a perfect fit, as well as Roman is also funding Angelique's movie, which is, you know, Ethan's mother.
Mm-hmm.
And we may have some, you know, younger fits for Angelique in this group. So, you know, Roman, Roman, would you like to add anything to that? Roman? I know
Sorry,
he's
guys,
on
I'm
here.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's we're doing some projects coming up, and we're always looking for talent. So, based off of the role and the age and all that fun stuff, yeah, we would love to see you guys come out and audition at some point.
oh, I love that. See what's happening? The stage is working, guys. You're putting the work in, and people are recognizing.
You sure you have a word for me? I'm old.
Right. Denise and Roman, thank you so much for staying and watching. And it's always nice that, just know, guys, people are watching you. And these go to YouTube too. So you don't know who's watching your links. So this has been a great day. So what, Reese?
Like maybe after you stop the recording, can I like try that one more time?
Of course, you're so hard on yourself, but you absolutely could. Let's and make sure you guys mute when you're not on camera, so you guys can upstage our performance. Kelsey, don't do a full song, but definitely do a partial song because we don't have enough time. I got to get Mila's computer back to her. So you want to do a partial song for me?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Jesus,
First
gonna
off,
go.
Reese, you're like 12. How do you even know that song? That song came out before you were born.
Everybody mute. Mute. Push your mutes.
All those days watching from the windows, all that time outside looking in, all that time never even knowing just how blind I'd been. Now I'm here blinking in the starlight. Now I'm here, suddenly I see, standing here, it's all so clear, I'm where I'm meant to be, and at last I see the light, and it's like the fog has lifted, and at last I see the light, and it's like the sky is new.
Hey.
Woo!
Applause. Thank you,
Are you? Oh my God.
Kelsey.
You're telling me I have to go after that?
So fast.
No, I know. I told RC it was only an hour show, so I got to get him out of here. Mila, what do you got, Mila?
Okay, it's like not the same style as any of these. I don't know why. Maybe I'm
Don't
weird.
worry, don't critique yourself, guys.
All right, I'll just do it.
No critiquing. Everyone mute.
Be happy. Do it.
All right. Mine. Okay. Go ahead. Just tell me I'm to blame. I know you need attention, somewhere you can hold while I'm away. And I'm scared. I'm horrified of change. I know you want a child, we could talk it out. Mama used to say, boy, love isn't easy, it's hard. Oh, she said, boy, love isn't easy, it's heartache. Oh, and I'm so done with love, 'cause love means nothing. Okay, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, big round of applause.
Hey, can I jump in here for a minute?
Mila, no critiquing yourself. You're amazing. And that's original music, right? Or you're doing
amazing.
It's a cover, but I will be doing original music soon.
Yes. Oh my God. You guys, please don't critique yourself. Leave that to the professionals. You do the best you can do. Kendall, are you going to do anything? You don't have to, but if you want to.
Well, okay. I'll take the challenge, but for next week.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Peter, sing, and then I'm going to let Reese do one more time, and then we're going to wrap this up. Peter, what you
Okay,
got?
I'm going to give you the choice, Tony. Do you want to hear something from Broadway, or do you want to hear Billy Joe?
I don't know. Ask the group.
Billy Joe's so funny. Do Billy.
Billy Joe.
Yeah, Billy Joel for sure.
Billy Joe?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Don't go changing to try and please me. You never could have gone this far. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you anymore. I don't want pleasant conversation. I never want to work. I'm too lazy to go that far. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. Oh.
Peter, the crooner. Oh my
You
God.
know,
And I got
Peter,
Tony
that's
to
one
sing.
of my favorite songs, Peter. I'm over here
Oh.
crying now.
Oh, I love it.
I got Tony to sing at my birthday. I got Tony to sing at my birthday at the end of the night,
Yep.
and he can do it. If Richard Burton can get a Tony Award for Camelot, you can sing. So next week, Tony's going to pick his favorite song, and he's going to sing.
You know what they say? They say
Next
if you
week.
can't sing, be an actor, and then all of a sudden you're probably one of the better singers on the planet because you're not singing, you're acting. RC, I'm not going to ask you to sing, but RC does musical theater, and he comes from Boston. He's from Broadway, you know.
Really?
So, RC, you don't have to sing, but just know 1 week if you ever come back, I want you to sing because I know
Oh,
you're
come
learning
on,
guitar.
come on, RC. You
He
can
won't.
give us a
No,
little
I don't wanna- I
something.
don't wanna
Come
put him
on,
on the spot.
RC.
But
Come
he
on,
definitely-
RC. I did a lot of musicals. Do it, RC. Come on. Come on.
You don't have
You're
to,
a
RC.
ballsy actor. Come on, do something.
I'm not putting him on the spot. I've seen him sing. He can belt. He's got neighbors that are probably sleeping.
Oh, cool.
So that's out of respect for his neighbors. Okay, guys. Reese, I want you to rap strong. And Carlos, what do you think of this little singing section?
I absolutely love it. That's probably one of the hardest things to do because it's like probably like acting timing and being in control and and a lot of times too just being vulnerable and everybody executed.
Yeah, no, it's fun and they want to. So this is fun.
And it
Reese,
Carlos, you could be an actor. You sound like an actor, Carlos. You should try it.
So Reese, this is your callback. You got a callback. All right, let's everyone mute. Give Reese the stage. Let's
do a Reese.
Stage view.
I've been awake for a while now. Got me feeling like a child now. 'Cause every time I see your bubbly face, I get the tingles in a silly place. They start in my toes, make me crinkle my nose. Wherever it goes, I always know that you make me smile. Please stay for a while now. Just take your time wherever you go.
Yeah, Reese. All right, let's go back to group view.
I love that.
I'm gonna
Just
make
so
a
you
couple.
know.
Yeah, she's so sweet. I'm gonna make a couple comments. We as actors here at BSA, Mila, do you remember? What does BSA mean to you?
So it means you either believe it.
No. BS.
No. Wait a minute. I thought I had it. I guess I don't have it.
Okay, I have it.
Mila! No,
Okay, I'll
I
do it.
can't let you down like that. I have it. Are you ready? Here, someone.
You wrote it, right?
I wrote it, but I have apparently some sort of memory issue. Okay.
You had to look it up last time.
Okay, welcome to BSA. There's two approaches in the class. You're either a BS actor or you believe it, see it, and achieve it.
She wrote that the other day. I was like, okay, it's no longer Boldy School of Acting. You're either a bullshitting, excuse my language, actor.
Profanity, funny.
It's late night. We're late night party now. Believing, seeing, or achieving. You guys all did that. You guys believed it. You saw it, and you achieved it. You guys all A+. I'm so proud of you. And just keep doing what you're doing. People are coming back. They're watching. They're looking. They're going to hire you. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. I'm very proud of you. Okay?
Thank you, Teacher Tony. Thank you.
Thank you, Teacher Tony.
Thank you,
Thank you, Teacher Tony.
So this is how we're going to end, Mila. We're going to end on Reese tap dancing. So go find the tap dance link. Reese is a professional tap dancer. We're going to end on that. We're going to stop the recording, and then you guys can mingle. Whoever's got to go. It won't be recording. But after Reese is done tapping, that's the show. BSA, you guys, we do this every week. It goes on YouTube. It's an IMDb credit. Put your IMDb up. Refer your friends. Come on back. So let's go to screen share. Reese, thank you for doing this. Everybody, thank you for coming back. This has been another episode of BSA.
Hello. Bring it up, get loud, get crazy for Boogie back to Texas.
Bye.